Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am Laura and today you have just joined me for week 59 of my intermittent fasting and Omad lifestyle. As many of you know, last week I had a video about rebooting and regrouping because I have not been sticking to Omad for the last several weeks. It's been like a month now because I've been sick and I've had this crud, and March 2nd will be a full month that I've had whatever this was that's been hanging on. And it's finally starting to go away. I'm finally starting to feel better, but it had definitely got me off track from not eating one meal a day because I was eating so I could take meds with it so I wouldn't get an upset stomach or get sick. So my eating and stuff has really been bad. Last week I decided to do a reboot, regroup, started thinking about it, watching old videos. This week sort of followed the same pattern. In my head I was gonna start on Monday and jump right in, and it just did not happen. I ate out almost every meal. Actually, I think it was every meal last week. A couple of coworkers and I went out a couple of times to Chili's and ate, went to Subway and ate. It just was not good. It was not one meal a day. I think I did one meal a day 2 times last week. That was it. And it's still, I'm in that headset of trying to regroup and get back on track. So I met up with Candace, one of my good friends. Some of y'all know her from past videos, last Tuesday, and we went roller skating for the first time in 6 months. We have not roller skated since our birthday party, and both of us got to talking about how we both need to lose 20 to 25 pounds. We're almost the exact same weight. She's a little shorter than I am, so she could probably stand to lose a few more pounds, but she's shooting for 25 pounds. And the more we talked, the more we decided, you know what, we both have to get back on track and we both got to do this together. So starting March 1st, she and I are going to start working out together at least 2 or 3 times a week, whether that means we're going roller skating or going to one of our homes and doing body weight exercises, whatever that means. An accountability partner, somebody to be there with you, to do things with, and to hold you accountable to the exercise, because I know I need it. And I know I do better when I've got somebody saying, hey, I'll meet you at so-and-so at such and such time. I'll show up. But if I'm trying to do it on my own, I will not. I'll find every excuse in the world not to go outside and walk, exercise, run, or go to the gym. It's just human nature. That's the way I am too. So we've decided starting March 1st, we're going to start trying to do this together. Both of us need to lose 25 pounds. If we lose a pound a week, hey, guess what? By our birthdays, we'll be there. So sort of set another goal, right? For a birthday goal. After that, let's see, what else did I do this past week? Oh, yeah. I had a half marathon on Sunday. Saturday was super busy. This weekend was extremely busy for me. My pastor that I grew up under from my whole childhood, I've known this man for 42 years. He was my grandmother's pastor. He was my mom and dad's, mine. His son taught me and my sister Sunday school. Him and his wife did. He passed away and they had his funeral Saturday. He was 90 years old. What a wonderful legacy he left with his family and friends. Everybody that spoke about him is just exactly the things that I remember about him. And he even married me and my ex. It's crazy. I mean, he's been in my family and a part of my family for many years. And I had the highest respect for him. He was dearly loved and will be dearly missed. Went to his funeral Saturday, and then Saturday night, my daughter-in-law was in a play in Beaumont, Sister Act, and it was hilarious. I know she has worked so hard. This was her first play with the community group there in Beaumont, and she worked really hard, and I've heard some of the, not a lot, but some of the stress that has gone on behind the scenes, but I'm gonna tell you, the play came out great. You would have never known if anybody messed up. It was good. I laughed. It was funny. It was fun. But I had to drive home Saturday night. You know, it was about an hour and a half from my mom and dad's, and Beaumont's a little bit further. So by the time I got home Saturday night / Sunday morning, it was like 12:15 in the morning, and I had to be up and in Galveston by 6:30 to 7 because the race started at 7:30. So I didn't get much sleep this weekend. I went to the half marathon Sunday, feeling exhausted, and in my head, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk it. I don't care if it takes me 4 hours. I'm just gonna walk it. That's not what happened. Ran into another running buddy, Tammy, and Pam, it was her birthday, so she was gonna do it anyhow, but she usually runs by herself. But what ended up happening is the 3 of us did like the first almost 8 miles together, and we decided we were going to do 1 minute jog, 1 minute walk. And that's what we did for the solid first 8 miles. After that, we would do some 2-minute walks with a 1 minute jog until we got to about mile 11, 11 and a half. And then we were all just like done for. Pam went ahead and ran the last mile in. She had enough energy to get that last mile in, but Tammy and I were like, we just walked the last mile. There was no way I was running anything. When I got down to the chute, I took off running and caught a cramp in my right calf. I've never caught a cramp during a race. But anyhow, I finished it, and it was a good motivational race for me because I have not ran a half marathon since last May. Wow, 9 months ago. So for me to be able to actually do a 1-1, and I know I've done 5Ks last year. I did do a lot of 5Ks last year, but for a full 13 miles, it's a little different than a 5K, and I just didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I finished the race in 3 hours and 15 minutes. I was so shocked that I actually did under 4 hours. Honestly, I was expecting a 3:45, 4-hour race, but with the other people being there, pushing me along, goes back to what I was saying a while ago. I need the accountability. I need people saying, hey, look, come on, let's do this, and showing up and working out with me and doing it. So I think this is going to be good. Candace and I are both needing to do the same things to get to our goals. And the race actually helped me realize, okay, I have been sick, but even being sick for those last 3-ish weeks, I was still able to run. Now, was I coughing on the course and blowing my nose? Yep, absolutely. But I did it. And I finished in one of the best times I've had in years, actually. So I'm proud of myself. I'm getting my headset back. I'm getting remotivated. Like I said, the eating was not great last week. Actually, it was pretty horrible. So this week I've decided Errol and I are going to sit down. We're going to talk about what I need to cook because both of us need to get back on plan and on track. And I need to cook at home and eat at home. That is 90% of the battle. It really is. The eating out kills me. I've always known that. I've got to start grilling again, cooking at home, eating what I cook, and leaving all the fast food and junk alone. So the scale last week was 181.2. When I weighed in this morning, I was 182 on the nose. So yes, I am up a 0.8, but I'm going to tell you a lot of that too is probably from the Sunday race because I am so sore today. I am swollen. My hands are swollen, and I feel it. You know, my legs are sore, achy, but that's the way it is after racing, especially when you haven't done one in 9 months. What did you expect, Laura? So I'm not killing myself or beating myself up on a 0.8 up. A lot of that is probably inflammation and fluid from all the exercise I did and lack of sleep over the weekend. So I probably have just really maintained this week, did not really gain or lose, which is fine. I'm starting back on track. We're going to start exercising. The weather is getting better, and I am going to start cooking at home. It is time to start moving. So I hope each and every one of you are doing well. I just wanted to give y'all a short little update on what happened this past week, which was not a lot as far as dieting and losing weight. Didn't happen. But I think I'm getting my mindset back, and it's one thing at a time. You know, some of us, and there is times I can just jump in head first and just go like a bull and goes over everything. And then there's sometimes I have to ease back into things. And I think this was one of those times. I've been sick. I've been off track for months and nothing had been going right. And so now it's just like, okay, I actually did something else this past week. I met a lady on, we have a little Talk of Santa Fe, town talk. And she's looking for a workout partner in the evening. So I reached out to her. So we're going to start working out in the evenings. I think Candace and I are going to try to do something during the middle of the day when we're both off. And then I'm going to try to start working out with another lady named Jennifer 1 or 2 nights a week. So I am making goals, making plans, and now it's time to execute. And if that's where y'all are at, if y'all are stuck like me, let's set small goals and complete them. Just like with the half marathon, it was a goal just to finish the race in 4 hours. I did it in 3:15. It boosted me up. I was like, I left there, even though I was hurting, I left there going, okay, I'm not too far gone. I still can do this. So guess what I did? I came home and I signed up for a few more races. That's the stuff that makes you do. It's like, okay, I can do it. So That's what we need to do. Set small goals, accomplish them, complete them, and then move to the next thing. That's it, guys. I hope y'all all have a great week. I hope y'all are doing well, and let's just keep plugging one thing at a time, one day at a time. That is what's going to get us to the end result. And again, I know it's not a weight loss, but my mindset is getting better and I am feeling stronger and I'm ready to move forward. That's the main thing. All right, guys, I will check in with you next Monday and see how everybody's doing, and I'll let y'all know how my week went. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great one. Bye.